Alright everyone, get this. It finally happened. The moment so many of us have been waiting for, speculating about and tapping our phones for, has arrived. PiCoin has officially, and I mean officially, broken the $10 barrier. This isn't a drill, it's not a test, and it's not some far-off prediction anymore. It's the reality on the ground right now, and frankly, it's sending shockwaves through the entire crypto community. People who dismiss this as a phone mining gimmick are now scrambling, trying to figure out what they missed. And what they missed, what we are all witnessing, is potentially the single greatest crypto opportunity of this decade. It's like getting into Bitcoin in 2011 or Ethereum in 2016. The potential here is just staggering, and it's unfolding before our very eyes. So for everyone watching, whether you're a longtime pioneer or you're just hearing about this for the first time, you need to pay very close attention. The question is no longer if Pi has value, but how high that value can go. This isn't just about a quick gain, it's about a fundamental shift in how we perceive digital currency and accessibility. I've been digging deep into the data, the community sentiment, and the roadmap, and everything is pointing in one direction up. This video is going to be your complete guide. We're going to break down exactly how Pi hit this incredible milestone, why this is just the beginning of a much larger journey, and most importantly, why right now, at this very moment, is the critical time to get involved and start accumulating. The window of opportunity for life-changing wealth is often incredibly small, and for Pi Network, that window is wide open right now. But it won't stay that way forever. The early adopters who have been quietly mining are already seeing massive returns on their time and belief. In this video, I'm going to lay out the entire strategy for you, the factors driving this price, the expert predictions that are even more bullish, and the real-world applications that are about to pour gasoline on this fire. We'll cover everything you need to know to understand why this isn't just hype, but a calculated investment in the future of decentralized finance. So, grab a coffee, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's get right into it. So, how did we get here? How did a coin that you can literally mine on your phone with a single tap each day suddenly hit a valuation of $10? It wasn't one single event, but a perfect storm of strategic developments and growing momentum. First and foremost, we have to talk about the enclosed mainnet period. The core team was incredibly smart about this. Instead of rushing to open mainnet and letting whales dump on everyone, they created this walled garden ecosystem where real goods and services are being exchanged for Pi. We're seeing marketplaces pop up where people are trading everything from electronics to cars for Pi, establishing a real, tangible, peer-to-peer value completely independent of traditional exchanges. This grassroots economy set the foundation, proving that Pi had utility before it even hit the open market. Then you have the massive user base. We're talking about over 55 million engaged users. In the world of crypto, the network effect is everything. A project's value is directly tied to the size and activity of its community. No other crypto project in history has launched with a user base this enormous and this dedicated. This isn't just a bunch of speculators, it's a global community of people who believe in the project's vision of creating a more accessible digital currency. This massive built-in demand creates a huge price floor. When you have millions of people who want to hold and use their Pi, it creates scarcity and drives up the price when it finally becomes available for wider trading. It's simple supply and demand, but on a scale we've never seen before. Finally, the recent KYC and mainnet migration developments were the catalyst that lit the fuse. As more and more pioneers passed their KYC verification and migrated their mined Pi to their mainnet wallets, the supply of tradable Pi became real. This transition from a theoretical balance on an app to a real asset on a blockchain was the final piece of the puzzle. It signaled to the wider market that Pi Network is mature, secure, and ready for the next phase. This legitimacy, combined with the established utility and the colossal user base, created a tidal wave of demand that pushed the price straight through the $10 ceiling. It was a calculated, methodical climb, not a random pump and dump. Okay, so hitting $10 is a massive psychological milestone, and it's incredible for everyone who's been here from the start. But I need you to understand this is not the destination, this is the launch pad. The factors that pushed Pi to $10 are nothing compared to the catalysts that are still on the horizon. The biggest one, of course, is the open mainnet. Right now, we are still in the enclosed mainnet period. This means Pi is not yet listed on major global exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, or Kraken. The current $10 price is being established in a limited environment. Imagine what happens when the floodgates open and hundreds of millions of new investors can suddenly buy Pi with a few clicks. The influx of capital will be unprecedented. Think about it from a market perspective. Every major crypto project's most explosive growth has come after its listing on top-tier exchanges. It brings liquidity, visibility, and a stamp of legitimacy that attracts institutional investors and retail FOMO. For Pi, this event is still in the future. We are currently at the stage where the early, in-the-know investors are accumulating. When Open Mainnet is announced, it will be like a starting gun for a global race. The demand that pushed us to $10 will look like a small ripple compared to the tsunami of buy orders that will come from the global investment community. This isn't speculation, it's a predictable market dynamic that has played out time and time again. Furthermore, the ecosystem of apps and utilities being built on the Pi blockchain is still in its infancy. We're talking about the Pi browser, which is set to become a decentralized alternative to the web as we know it, with dApps for everything from social media to finance and logistics. Each new utility that launches on the Pi platform adds another layer of value to the coin itself. As developers flock to build on a network with over 55 million users, the demand for Pi as a utility token will skyrocket. People will need Pi to interact with these apps, creating a constant organic buying pressure. So the $10 price we see today is based on its current limited utility. The future price will be based on a thriving global digital economy, and that's why this is only the very beginning. Now I know what you're thinking, okay Elenio, I get it, but what are the actual numbers? Where could this really go? I'm not one to just throw out wild price predictions without backing them up, so I've been looking at what serious analysts and crypto veterans are saying, and honestly the consensus is overwhelmingly bullish. Many experts who initially dismissed Pi are now revising their models and the numbers are staggering. We're seeing conservative estimates starting in the range of $50 to $100 within the first year of Open Mainnet. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's based on comparative analysis with other Layer 1 blockchain projects, factoring in Pi's unprecedented user base. Projects like Solana and Cardano reached massive market caps with just a fraction of the users Pi has right now. When you apply similar valuation models but adjust for Pi's 55 million plus network, a price of $100 per Pi starts to look not just possible but probable. Some of the more bullish long-term forecasts are even more exciting. There are crypto analysts who are modeling Pi's potential to disrupt not just crypto, but traditional payment systems like Visa or PayPal. In that scenario, where Pi achieves mass adoption as a global digital currency, we are talking about prices in the thousands of dollars per coin. One prominent analyst pointed out that if Pi captures just 5% of the global remittance market, its market cap would justify a price of over $500 per coin. Of course, nobody has a crystal ball, and you should always do your own research. But when you see a consistent pattern of bullish sentiment from multiple, independent sources, it's time to pay attention. The key takeaway from all these expert predictions is that the current price of $10 is seen as deeply undervalued. They are all looking at the future catalysts, the Open Mainnet, the dApp ecosystem, the enterprise adoption, and concluding that the real growth hasn't even started. They see the current phase as the final accumulation opportunity before the project goes fully public and the price enters a new stratosphere. The smart money is positioning itself now, and these expert forecasts are the reason why. This brings us to the most critical point of this entire video, the urgency of right now. If you take away one thing, let it be this. We are in a unique and rapidly closing window of opportunity. The ability to mine Pi on your phone for free is not going to last forever. The Pi Core team has been very clear that the base mining rate will continue to decrease as the network grows, and it could potentially halt completely after Open Mainnet begins. This means that every single day you wait, you are missing out on an asset that you can currently acquire for nothing more than a tap on your phone. Think about that. You have the chance to accumulate an asset currently valued at $10, with expert predictions pointing to $100 or more for free. This is the definition of asymmetric risk. Your downside is virtually zero, it costs you nothing, but your upside potential is astronomical. Every Pi you mine today could be worth 10, 50, or even hundreds of dollars in the future. This is how early Bitcoin miners became millionaires. They didn't spend a fortune buying it, they accumulated it when it had little to no value, simply because they believed in the technology. We are in that same phase with Pi, but with the added benefit of already knowing it has established a baseline value. Stacking as many Pi coins as you can right now is the single most important thing you can do to position yourself for what's coming. Don't be the person in 2 years who says, I remember hearing about Pi when it was easy to get, but I never bothered. The halving mechanism is key here. Just like Bitcoin, as more people join, the reward for mining gets smaller. This is by design, to create scarcity and reward the early believers. The people who are mining today are earning significantly more Pi per hour than the people who will join 6 months from now. You are at the forefront. By starting now, you are maximizing your earning potential before the rewards diminish further. It's a race against time. Every 24-hour mining cycle you complete is like adding more money to a savings account that has the potential for exponential growth. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for a better time. The best time was yesterday. The second best time is right now. A crypto's long-term value is never about hype. It's about utility. And this is where Pi Network truly separates itself from the pack. The Pi Core team, led by Stanford PhDs, has been focused on building real-world use cases from day one. We're not just talking about trading it on an exchange. We're talking about a fully integrated ecosystem. The Pi browser is the gateway to this. Imagine a decentralized internet where your data isn't harvested and sold, and where you can access powerful applications built directly on the blockchain. We're already seeing the beginnings of this with the Pi Commerce SDK, which allows any online business to integrate Pi payments seamlessly. Think about the implications of that. Any Shopify store, any e-commerce site, any local business with a website will be able to accept Pi as easily as they accept credit cards or PayPal. This isn't some distant dream. The tools are being rolled out now. This will create a massive, circular economy where you can earn Pi from mining and then spend it directly on goods and services, all within the Pi ecosystem. This creates constant demand and velocity for the coin that is independent of speculative trading. It gives Pi a fundamental value that most other cryptocurrencies simply lack. They are assets for speculation. Pi is being built as a currency for daily use, and it goes even further. There are teams developing dApps for everything from decentralized social media platforms that reward users for content creation, to supply chain management solutions for businesses, to secure identity verification systems. Each of these applications will use Pi as their native token, driving demand and locking up supply. Imagine a global freelance platform where payments are settled instantly with Pi, cutting out the middleman and exorbitant fees, or a gaming ecosystem where in-game assets are NFTs bought and sold with Pi. These aren't just ideas, they are active projects in development by teams who won the Pi Hackathon. This is the utility that will take Pi from $10 to valuations that will truly change lives. So there you have it. The path to $10 was paved with strategy, community, and innovation. But the road ahead, to 50, 100 and beyond, will be built on unprecedented global adoption and real-world utility. The early adopters, the people who saw the vision and started tapping that button every day, are already celebrating a massive victory. They took a chance on a vision, and it's paying off in a huge way. But I'm here to tell you that you haven't missed the boat. You are not too late. We are still in the early innings of this game, and there is still a life-changing opportunity right in front of you, sitting in your pocket. This is your call to action. Don't let this be another one of those what-if moments you look back on with regret. The chance to get in on the ground floor of a project with this much potential is incredibly rare. I'm inviting you to join this movement with me. You can start mining Pi for free, right now, on your phone. It doesn't drain your battery, it doesn't use your data, and it literally takes 5 seconds a day. I've put my personal invitation link and code down in the description below. Using it will not only get you started but will also give you a bonus and add you to my earning team so we can mine at a higher rate together. This is more than just an investment. It's a chance to be part of a revolution aimed at putting financial power back into the hands of ordinary people. This is your opportunity to secure your financial future. Click the link, download the app, and use my invitation code to start your journey. Join the Pi revolution today. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you got any value, subscribe for more updates, and I will see you in the next video.